And we are live. Let's go to Biden speaking now, y'all.
Strength, and I find joy in working for the American people. But this sacred task of perfecting our union is not about me. It's about you, your families, your futures. It's about we, the people. We can never forget that. And I never have. I've made it clear that I believe America is at an inflection point. One of those rare moments in history when the decisions we make now will determine our fate of our nation and the world for decades to come. America's going to have to choose between moving forward or backward, between hope and hate, between unity and division. We have to decide, do we still believe in honesty, decency, respect, freedom, justice, and democracy? In this moment, we can see those we disagree with not as enemies, but as fellow Americans. Can we do that?
What's going on at
Does
the
character and public life still matter? I believe I know the answer to these questions because I know you, the American people. And I know this: we are a great nation because we are good people. When you elected me to this office, I promised to always level with you, to tell you the truth. And the truth, the sacred cause of this country, is larger than any one of us. And those of us who cherish that cause, cherish it so much, a cause of American democracy itself, must unite to protect it. You know, in recent weeks, it's become clear to me that I need to unite my party in this critical endeavor. I believe my record as president, my leadership in the world, my vision for America's future, all merited a second term. But nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition.
This guy giving me the creeps.
So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. That's the best way to unite our nation. You know, there is a time and a place for long years of experience in public life. But there's also a time and a place for new voices, fresh voices, yes, younger voices. And that time and place is now. Over the next 6 months, I'll be focused on doing my job as president. That means I'll continue to lower costs for hardworking families, grow our economy. I'll keep defending our personal freedoms and our civil rights, from the right to vote to the right to choose. I'll keep calling out hate and extremism. Make it clear there is no place in America for political violence or any violence ever, period. I'm going to keep speaking out to protect our kids from gun violence, our planet from climate crisis that is the existential threat. And I will keep fighting for my cancer moonshot so we can end cancer as we know it, because we can do it. And I'm going to call for Supreme Court reform because this is critical to our democracy, Supreme Court reform. You know, I will keep working to ensure America remains strong, to report to the American people that the United States is not at war anywhere in the world. We'll keep rallying a coalition of proud nations to stop Putin from taking over Ukraine.
I like Putin.
Doing more damage. We'll keep NATO stronger, and I'll make it more powerful and more united than any time in all of our history. I'll keep doing the same for our allies in the Pacific. You know, when I came to office, the conventional wisdom was that China would inevitably surpass the United States. That's not the case anymore.
Who voted for this guy?
And I'm going to keep working to end the war in Gaza, bring home all the hostages, and bring peace and security to the Middle East and end this war.
You going to do that?
We're also working around the clock to bring home Americans being unjustly detained all around the world. You know, we've come so far since my inauguration. On that day, I told you, as I stood in that winter, we stood in a winter.
Exactly what I said.
Peril.
He's in the end catching before November, y'all. Damn.
Peril and possibilities. we were in the grip of the worst pandemic in a century, the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War.
Oh.
But we came together as Americans.
What is he talking about?
We emerged stronger, more prosperous, and more secure. Today we have the strongest economy in the world, creating nearly 16 million new jobs, a record. Wages are up. Inflation continues to come down. The racial wealth gap is the lowest it's been in 20 years. We're literally rebuilding our entire nation, urban, suburban, rural, and tribal communities. Manufacturing has come back to America. We're leading the world again in chips and science and innovation. We finally beat Big Pharma after all these years to lower the cost of prescription drugs for seniors. And I'm going to keep fighting to make sure we lower the cost for everyone, not just seniors. More people have health care today in America than ever before. And I signed one of the most significant laws helping millions of veterans and their families who were exposed to toxic materials. You know, the most significant climate law ever in the history of the world. The first major gun safety law in 30 years. And today, the violent crime rate is at a 50-year low. We're also securing our border.
Huh.
Border crossings are lower today than when the previous administration left office.
You a damn...
I kept my commitment to appoint the first black woman to the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
Oh.
I also kept my commitment
Don't
to
worry
have an
about...
administration that looks like America and be a president for all Americans.
Don't worry about
That's what I've done.
The skin color matters more, Joe, right?
I ran for president 4 years ago
For all people.
because I believed and still do that the soul of America was at stake. The very nature of who we are was at stake. And that's still the case. America's an idea. An idea stronger than any army, bigger than any ocean, more powerful than any dictator or tyrant. It's the most powerful idea in the history of the world. That idea is that we hold these truths to be self-evident. We're all created equal, endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights: life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. We've never fully lived up to it, to this sacred idea, but we've never walked away from it either. And I do not believe the American people will walk away from it now. In just a few months, the American people will choose the course of America's future. I made my choice. I've made my views known. I would like to thank our great Vice President Kamala Harris. She's experienced, she's tough, she's capable. She's been an incredible partner to me and a leader for our country. Now the choice is up to you, the American people. When you make that choice, remember the words of Benjamin Franklin hanging on my wall here in the Oval Office, alongside the busts of Dr. King and Rosa Parks and Cesar Chavez. When Ben Franklin was asked, as he emerged from the convention going on, whether the founders have given America a monarchy or republic, Franklin's response was, a republic, if you can keep it. A republic, if you can keep it.
This will keep swallowing.
Whether we keep our republic is now in your hands.
I can hear it. He's like
My
swallowing.
fellow Americans, it's been the privilege of my life to serve this nation for over 50 years. Nowhere else on earth could a kid with a stutter from modest beginnings in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Claymont, Delaware, one day sit behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office as President of the United States.
How'd you get there, Joe?
Here I am. That's what's so special about America. We're a nation of promise and possibilities, of dreamers and doers, of ordinary Americans doing extraordinary things. I've given my heart and my soul to our nation, like so many others. I've been blessed a million times in return with the love and support of the American people. I hope you have some idea how grateful I am to all of you. The great thing about America is here, kings and dictators do not rule, the people do. History is in your hands. The power is in your hands. The idea of America lies in your hands. We just have to keep faith, keep the faith, and remember who we are. We're the United States of America, And there's simply nothing beyond our capacity when we do it together. So let's act together. Preserve our democracy. God bless you all. And may God protect our troops. Thank you.
So there's Joe Biden lying, in my opinion. Let's be honest though. He was pretty coherent for the most part. Usually better than usual, I should say. And one of the main things that stuck out to me was the border. I asked a question on the Facebook. We'll get to that in a minute about what has Kamala Harris done for you. What has she done for this country besides yak it up and laugh like a hyena? I'm going to be honest, y'all. She is the border czar. What happened to the border? That woman failed this country. And speaking of the border, we're in worse shape now than ever, in my opinion. I got to give it to you. My wife showed me a clip of Obama, y'all, speaking the other day. This dude sounded like a MAGA. This dude was talking about illegals need to come the right way and deport them. They got to go. I said, I like that guy. My wife showed me the clip. He was actually, Obama was a deporter in chief, y'all, for real. He built the cages. Let's not forget that part. What happened to those kind of Democrats? Even though, we don't like Obama either. Fast forward till now. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the nation is in a downturn. The nation is, there's war. There's right now, while this guy was speaking, there's actually people at the Capitol defacing the property. And I'm going to get to that. I'm going to open up the lines in a minute. If you want to call in, I'll go ahead and open the lines right now. 432-217-0709. I'll put on here if I got any mods in here. We'll pin the comment. And there it is, y'all. If y'all want to call in, holler at us. We're live streaming on all platforms right now. And there is the 2024 Joe Biden press conference. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I kind of thought that he was going to, step down. A lot of us thought that maybe Kamala would step in, but we don't know how that would really turn out. I think I heard somebody say today that if that happened, if Kamala would step in, it would look real bad for her because she kind of helped facilitate this whole facade with him, right? Like they're all saying just last week, or Joe Biden said that he wasn't going to give up, that he wasn't going to step down whatsoever. And he steps down Friday, y'all. What the hell's going on with this? From that, let's be honest, y'all. The stuff coming out about Trump when they try to take down the boss down Big Avail, that's very odd and strange. Somebody gave me a great train of thought. They said that they think that Joe Biden stepped down due to maybe having some kind of implications, and I'll leave it at that on here, right? And maybe Kamala could take the fall better. I don't know. Either way, they try to take out Trump. Days later, I'm gonna read. I got a good timeline. I'm gonna read in a minute. Awesome comment I took off of Twitter, but someone tried to take out Trump. Then Biden gets the Rona. He steps down, and now Kamala is yucking it up, and she can't even. This woman has been caught. I'm gonna make a clip of it. Both her speeches, y'all, that she's given, she's regurgitating the same old crap, y'all. Kamala Harris, she's just like Kamala Harris reminds me of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, y'all, mixed together. What a wicked pair, right? So let's get to it, y'all. I'm going to go to the Facebook real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for joining me on the live. 432-217-0709. The line is open. If anybody wants to call in, we're good to go on that. And we'll patch you in momentarily. So I'm going to get out of here and go to the Facebook because we got a lot of stuff that's happening across the nation. Joe Biden, let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. Did you like his speech or not? Again, like I said, he was a little bit more better and coherent than usual. Let's be honest. But either way, he sucks. So it was a dud in my opinion. Let's go to the Facebook. Now, this is crazy what's happening right now at the Capitol. Well, wrong one. Boom. This really pisses me off, okay? I guess Netanyahu came, gave a speech, whatever, wants more money, wants to do whatever. And the point is, they're burning the American flag, y'all. They're uplifting the Palestinian flag, and they're burning the American flag. This right here chaps my hide, pisses me off. Hey, you want to burn the flag? Burn that other country's flag. Why you got to burn our flag? So again, y'all, this is happening at the Capitol right now. I got the pictures on the Facebook. It's all over Twitter. It done exploded everywhere. I mean, look at that bell. I don't know what bell that is right there, y'all. It's all defaced. I thought, ain't that like a monument right there or something? Like, what the hell is going on? And there's Joe Biden lying. He's freaking lying. This nation's this, that, and the third. He's a freaking liar. But then again, he's stepping down. He's a loser. That's what pisses me off. To be completely honest, y'all, besides watching them take shots at Trump, I don't even like watching that crap no more. When that stuff plays on the TV, I don't want to watch it. I get pissed when I see that clip of Trump getting shot. I'm gonna be honest. But besides that, this stuff right here. Oh, there goes. We got a first call. Let's get the line here. You're on Nino Radio. Who is this?
Sean Wood.
Hey, what's up, Sean? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, Sean. Talk to us. What's up?
Okay, so the picture that I just saw really pissed me off.
Okay.
Because there was this guy, there's a pride flag on the road, like it was painted, and he ruined it with his truck. He like did that skirt thing where it'd make it black.
Okay.
And he got arrested for vandalism. But yet these people who burn an American flag don't even get arrested.
Man, that's a good point, Sean. Let me ask you, Sean, you're a young man from West Texas. Why do you think that there's a double standard? Go ahead.
Why do I think there's a double standard?
Yes. Why do you think it's like that, Sean?
Because the president just doesn't even care about the country, if I'm going to be honest.
Wow.
President right now couldn't care less.
Wow. What do you think about his speech, what he just gave right now? What do you think about that, Sean?
He was lying worse than the time I was about to be whooped because I sneaked out of the house.
Whoa. Hey, Sean, let me ask you this, young man. You see this you see this American flag burning. How do you feel when you see these protesters burning the American flag? How do you feel about that?
I'm outraged by it. It pisses me off a lot.
Wow. Interesting.
Half of these people in the crowd, I don't know if they are, but these gay people and trans people supporting Palestine, right? Saying free Palestine, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, all that. But in reality, if they were in Palestine and they were caught being gay or trans, they would be thrown off a building.
Yeah, totally. But either way, the way I see it, right? If you want to protest, you do what you want. But when you go out this far as to burning the American flag and defacing, I guess, government property at this point, this looks kind of like a little insurrection, in my opinion. But anyways, Sean, I thank you for calling in. Final words for everybody watching. Go ahead, Sean Wood, one of our mods. Go ahead, Sean.
God bless y'all. Hope you have a great day.
Awesome. God bless you, Sean. Young Sean, y'all, is one of our followers here on the channel. Smart young man. Yep. And he's from my city. He's from Midland, Texas, y'all. That's great to hear. Again, and like I said, it makes me pissed. It really upsets me that I feel like it was all a sham, right? You can say what you want, but Trump didn't win, right? He didn't win. Joe Biden was in there, whatever you want to say it, right? Then he quits 3 years and 6 months into the game, y'all. He gives up. You know, how freaking sorry is that? Can we get our money back? I feel like our country is a laughing stock. I feel like, you know, we took a big L with this facade of a presidency, and now we got Kamala yucking it up, y'all. This woman, I can't stand this woman, but I'll say this. Be very leery, because just because they're saying this is the nominee, she ain't been really nominated officially, y'all. Okay, she might have the correct votes, but we don't even know if she's gonna be the person they're gonna pick. They acting like they are, but you know what my wife told me? My wife told me earlier that she saw a rumor. I forgot what news site said it, and I got pissed when I heard it. Check this out, y'all. Hold on to your MAGA hats tightly. My wife said that there's a rumor that Pete Buttigieg is gonna be her VP. Okay, and my wife, she's not pushing fake news. She ain't with none of that crap, but she read to me an actual story that they're saying that could be a possibility. When I freaking heard that, y'all, I was like, what the hell is this crap? And I even told my wife, I said, you know what? That probably would, hold on, let me fix something real quick. That probably would happen because he's already a part of the administration. He's freaking equally worthless like Kamala. But imagine, y'all, oh, damn. What kind of a curse would it be upon this nation to have a woman ruling over the land with a LDHDTV individual like Pete Buttigieg, whatever his name is, Buttigieg, as her VP? I hope that's just a rumor, and I hope that doesn't come to fruition, because if it did, so I don't know. Like I said, that my wife told me that earlier, and I tripped out when I heard that. Anyways, so I digress. Let's go back to the Facebook, y'all. We'll scroll right here on Facebook. You know, it's wild. There they are at the Capitol. They are actually lifting or taking down the American flag and lifting the Palestinian now. Here's Jesse Lopez, y'all. He might call in. I can't believe this crap. And again, if you have a problem with Israel, hey, I don't support Israel. But why do you got to burn my flag, Holmes? Why are you burning the American flag? Burn another flag. But no, you're burning ours. Somebody commented on my post and said, you know what? If I was there, I'd run and stop it. And I feel like saying, well, what's going to happen? They're going to beat you. I told my wife, babe, what if I went there and I tried to stop them from burning that flag? She said, they probably would kill you. I said, damn, you're right. This mob, y'all, of people at the Capitol right now, this is disgusting how they're acting, y'all. Again, peacefully protesting is one thing. Doing what they're doing is another. And there they are, y'all. Taking down the American flag and uplifting a foreign nation's flag. Can you believe that? And there's Joe Biden saying everything's hunky-dory, y'all. How freaking horrible, right? More pictures. And this one, you really can't see that well unless you zoom in, but it's on the Facebook, y'all. The Palestinian flag is right there on full display. They got it uplifted. Ain't that sorry? Or Iran, what is it? I don't even know what it is. I don't even care, to be honest. Yeah, they also burnt.
Jesse, or 3 others.
You're on Nino Radio. Hello.
Nino, how you doing?
Hold on, Jesse. Hold on. Yellow.
How you doing, man?
What did you think about the Joe Biden addressing the nation? Jesse Lopez, go ahead.
That was ridiculous. He was supposed to come on there and tell the American people what happened. Why did he decide to drop out of the race?
Hey, good point. Good point. He didn't even talk about that.
Is it because he's sick? Is it because the poll numbers were too bad? Is it because why? He didn't say why. He just kept reading off of that teleprompter. Oh, by the way, he was highly medicated. Did you see his eyeballs? The way they were, boom, wide open. And it's like, he never said a word, because that's what most American people wanted to know. Okay, why are you dropping out? Are you sick? Or was it the poll numbers that you knew that you had no pathway to beat Donald Trump?
I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I'm gonna play it in the background with the muted Jesse, but I did not look at his pupils, but I will look right now. I do know that the way he spoke, people were saying he was whispering. I kept hearing him clear his throat. He kept sounding like he was like struggling to speak, and he also sounded like he was like swallowing, like his mouth was dry. I don't know, very weird. Every time I see Joe Biden, it's weird. But good point, Jesse. What did he really? What did he really bring to the table today? What did he really address? Not a damn thing.
Nothing. And you got some of the pundits on TV.
What are they saying?
Well, some of them, the ones that are like Biden lovers, right? It's like, oh, he appeared, it was so honorable. It must have been a very a solemn moment for him and his family. Like, solemn moment. The man abandoned the job that he took an oath to do. How do you quit being the president of the United States without giving the American people the reason why you quit?
Jesse,
you can't even do that at McDonald's. You got to tell them why you quit, or else you can't get unemployment.
Jesse, I'm going to ask you, have you ever seen anything like this in your life?
No, this is what everybody that's talking about it has called it. This was a coup. In two ways, in two parts. This is part 2 of the coup. Part 1 was the attempted assassination against President Donald Trump.
It's looking bad, Jesse. That is looking very bad. Very bad. Go ahead.
Because a lot of the details that they're coming up with, even the FBI director didn't have no answers for it. It's like, oh, well, with this and that. And it's like, they didn't say, how was he able to get on the roof of the building? And then the Secret Service lady, she you know what she did? First, she came up to testify, after she said a bunch of lies before, and then she never did go to the scene of the location of where they attempted to assassinate President Trump. She never went there. She didn't even bother. She was skiing in Aspen.
Wow.
And it took 4 days for her to talk to the special agent in charge from the place where they tried to shoot Trump. It took 4 days for her to talk to him. He's like, are you kidding me? You would think that she would have been on the phone right away and on the plane fly right down to that place to try and to head up the investigation. A former president, was almost assassinated. That's ridiculous.
Jesse, what do you think is the smoking gun with the attempt on Trump's life? What do you think is the main thing that if anybody's watching now, what would you recommend them, looking into?
Well, the first part is it's a 20-year-old loner.
Wow.
Who took his father's AR-15 without permission. And then we so far, one of the things that his father did, a couple of hours before the shooting, the father called 911 and said to the police, "It's like, hey, my son is missing, and so is my rifle."
Wow.
That's a couple of hours before the shooting. So he had already alerted the police. I mean, who knows what else he told them? But he said when they've confronted him, a couple of reporters have confronted him. He says, "My lawyer told me I'll give you a statement later." So it's like, I don't know if this kid had issues of behavior wise or what.
Jesse, let's be honest, Jesse. We don't even know nothing about the kid, right?
Nothing.
They say that he had accounts in different parts of the world and all kinds of stuff. To be honest, Jesse, I don't even believe probably 85% of what I see or hear on TV. Like, this is freaking wild and wicked. And I'm gonna say this: I honestly believe we'll never know the true story. It's gonna be shrouded in mystery till the end of time, till we go, and that's all there is to it. It's very weird. But Jesse, let me get back to the second part. I'm going to read a post on Facebook in a minute, the timeline. Don't you think it's very interesting, right? That Trump gets the attempt on his life happens, then Biden gets the Rona, then Biden drops out. Like, all this stuff, going throughout this timeline is very odd and very weird. But I'm going to say this, Jesse, I'm pretty pissed off, bro, because Joe Biden won with 81 million votes, right? He won. He talked all this high power hogwash, and now he drops out. And now Kamala, without any, winning no primaries, no voting or nothing, now she's basically installed. She's interjected into the whole scenario, right? One of the most unpopular candidates of them all for the Democrat Party, and now she's looking to be the president of the United States if they have it their way. I don't know. Look, I'm going to say something real quick. Biden supporters, Democrats, you got played. We all actually got played. I think AOC kind of hit it on the head. But I would be pissed off. If that was my side, I'll be mad them busting a move like that, right? They basically put Kamala in there, the one nobody really wanted, and now she's going to be the president. But let's be honest. The point is this. They think that the Republicans are, franticking or in a, or going crazy or panicking. Yeah. I think they are. But the worst part about it is these Trump haters, you can't tell them nothing, Jesse. They hate Trump so much. They're not realizing that they've been played. If you think about it, the Trump haters that don't care about this whole coup, they are in the hands of the powers that be with the mindset they have. Hate Trump no matter what. We're glad we'll take Kamala. They don't even know that they've been played, Jesse. That's the worst part about it. They're right in their hands.
Worst part, man. But like you say, there's probably some Democrats out there that are pissed off. They're like, wait a minute. We didn't elect her. We didn't give her the delegates during the prime. We didn't vote for her during the primaries. That's why she dropped out with 1 or 2% of the popularity vote. It is that she dropped out before they even went to Iowa because she didn't have no popularity. So she dropped out. And then the only reason that Biden picked her for the vice president was she was a DEI hire.
Wow.
Because like, how do you pick the person with the least amount of popularity that ran for president with you? You think you would have picked whoever was the highest, the next highest, right? And like, well, let me pick this person over here because he's the next highest. No, let me pick this person because she's a woman, and she's not black because she's Indian, and then we'll put her in there.
Jesse, well, that's their go-to. It's like Biden said on the video. He said, which I don't even know if that was pre-record hogwash, but he said that he got one of the I guess the Supreme Court judges. I don't know, something. It was a black woman. You know what? I don't care what color you are or your gender. I would prefer a man. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna say that. Say this. I want to know your qualifications.
Yeah.
If I'm in a plane, Jesse, I want the most experienced pilot maneuvering that aircraft, flying that aircraft. I don't want some DEI. I don't want somebody picked because they have rainbow colored hair and they have to have inclusion at the workplace. I don't want that kind of a person. I want someone with the correct qualifications, and that's what I'd want to fly the plane, basically. Let alone make important decisions in America, especially in the Supreme Court, right? We want somebody with the qualifications, not somebody with the skin color that one party or both panders to. Go ahead.
Well, just like the Secret Service agents that were trying to protect President Trump at the rally. You got those two short ladies that were trying to cover him. How are they going to cover him? They were 2 feet shorter, and then one of them was actually crouching away from the whole group, not even making contact with trying to protect the president because she was afraid. Couldn't even holster her handgun, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Jesse, but you know what's really crazy? The really crazy part about a lot of this is that the Trump's assassination attempt, where is it? It's no longer talked about, right?
No, it disappeared.
They took one of the biggest events in our lifetime, and it disappeared. No one's talking about it. It's not even a subject anymore. Now it's all about Kamala Harris. That's very interesting, if you ask me. Go ahead.
Yeah, because right after the assassination attempt, like you said, the next thing that happens is, Biden announces that he's going to drop out, and without even saying why. Okay, well, everybody's figuring. Okay, well, when he comes out to give the message to the country, he's going to tell everybody why he quit. It's like, are you kidding me? You don't believe that he's actually going to tell you the truth about why he dropped out of the race.
Wow.
I dropped out of the race because I had the corona, and that's not even talking about the medical emergency he had in Las Vegas that they had to fly him to the hospital real fast.
Jesse, let me ask you this, Jesse, because you're right. That was a weird State of the Union. I don't know, address the people, hogwash. But Jesse, why do you think that he dropped out, bro? What are your thoughts on it?
Well. One of the things that makes sense is some of the people that are analyzing it is like the reason he dropped out is pretty clear. His people, the people that control him, told him you do not have a pathway to beat Donald Trump. So we need you to drop out.
Jesse.
Well, and it's like, how am I going to do that? It's like, well, first you're going to get sick. Well, or he might have gotten sick just because he got sick. And they said, oh, good, you got sick, so we're going to use this as an opportunity for you to drop out.
Jesse, let me ask you this question, bro. Ain't that what are the legal what's the legal ramifications here? Doesn't that sound illegal? How do you just quit being the president of the United States of America, bro?
Well, he didn't quit being the president. He's still going to be the president.
Oh, he's choosing not to run for a second term.
He decided to drop out of the race.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, well, but I'm still going to run the country. It's like, how are you going to run the country if you haven't been running it for the last 3 years?
And Jesse, he said that he's going to cure cancer by November. Huh.
Yeah. It's like, why'd you wait so long?
Right?
He's been a senator. He's been a senator for 50 years.
Man, Ulysses says because the assassination attempt failed. Ooh.
There you go. There you go. That's the other one. That's the other one. The other thing that messed up their plan. Their plan, right, was to have one of the snipers. I don't think there was just one. To have one of the snipers get Trump. But that kid, when he got rattled, when all those people saw him, and he messed up his shot. And then the other sniper is like, because there's been a couple of posts of people that put the trajectory of different bullets of where they hit, and there was a bulldozer in the back, and then there was a butane container with gas that got hit by one of the bullets. And from the direction of where the bullet was coming from, where the kid was shooting from, you couldn't hit that container because it was being blocked by the bulldozer. So the only place that it could have come from was the water tower.
Jesse, my wife told me that there was 8 shots fired. How the hell do you get off 8 shots, bro?
Well, they said that 6, but I think it was like 6 are his and 2 were the counter snipers.
Jesse, and you making a bold claim there. You truly believe there was a second shooter?
Well, some of the diagrams and details of the information that a lot of people have put up, and of course they're called conspiracy theories for a reason, right? Because they're conspiracy, just like a lot of the things that we already know is actually true that were called conspiracy theories 3 years ago. Everybody already knows. Everybody knows that there was no 81 million votes for Joe Biden.
Oh, be careful.
And it's like, oh, that's right. Okay, so there's like, of course, I've been looking for them, but I have never seen anybody wearing a Joe Biden T-shirt or hat, or but there's got to be one from 81 million people.
I've yet to see. Maybe I've seen a bumper sticker or two. But remember, y'all, he got 81 million votes. Joe Biden was the duly elected president, the most popular president in our lifetime, and he's stepping down 3 years and 6 months into it. Jesse, I just gotta say, bro, it upsets me that this is happening, and the brainwashing of the libtards and the people that hate Trump so much, bro, they cannot see the game that's being played right in front of them. I think it's wild. I think it's disgraceful, despicable what's happening now, and they're playing right into their hands. It's like talk about a coup. I think it's happening right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's happening, and it's like the people that are blind to it, or the ones that are just that are being led around by the nose. And probably some of the same people that say, "Oh, too bad the guy missed," and because how can you say that? It doesn't matter who they shoot. It's like how can you even say something like that? But there's actually people, and then forget about what's going on in the Capitol today.
Damn.
with the Hamas protesters dragging the police. Did you see the video of the protesters dragging the police across?
No, what happened, Jesse?
Oh,
damn. Damn, son.
They were dragging the police. They were dragging the police away, dragging them on the sidewalk. And they're like, oh, my God. And then they took down the flag from the Capitol, and then they put up the Hamas flag, the Palestinian flag.
Oh, my Lord.
In the Capitol during the time that Netanyahu was there speaking to the Senate. That's why they had all the fences around the Capitol.
Jesse, why ain't they arresting those insurrectionists? What the hell's going on?
Well, that's right. Those are real insurrectionists. And then here's the weird part. They showed the video all the protesters being brought in these real high class buses.
I bet.
There was like about 4, maybe 5 buses, and they're all getting off of the buses, all dressed up in their Hamas protester costumes.
Man,
And
paid
I
for it.
call them costumes because those people are being paid.
I agree. Joseph Gonzalez says if he is unfit to run for president in 2024, now how is he supposed to finish out this presidency? His own party turned on him and forced him to step down. The reason they thought they threw Kamala in the race is because based off election rules, the current money raised can only be used for a Biden-Harris ticket and would have to be given back to all the donors if it wasn't Kamala, which means they would have to re-raise those funds and are running out of time. It's all a game.
Well, yeah, but check this
Wow.
out. One of the things that's coming out now is that organization Act Blue, which is supposedly the one that's been collecting
happened?
all the donations. Act Blue, it's already been where they're showing where the way that they're counting the donations is a little sketchy. Trump already sued them. The Trump campaign already sued the Biden campaign for the way that they're transferring this money illegally over to Kamala Harris.
Damn.
Because she's really not the nominee in the first place. She's not the nominee until their convention. Their convention's not until about 2 weeks from now.
So what's the problem here? So what are they what are they claiming?
Well, they're claiming that she's the one that got all those donations. And that's strange because it's like, how much did they say? 65 million in 24 hours?
I heard it was 81. I heard it was 81 million again. That's that number they love.
I think it was 81. Yeah, 81 in 48 hours. And there's been some people that money people that say that's impossible. There is no way.
Where the hell did they get that money?
That a brand new candidate is going to get that kind of money that fast. It's impossible. There have to be organizations that are dumping that money into the campaign in order to not let Trump win.
It's like
because those are the same organizations that will lose if Trump wins.
Jesse, it's like they get away with it all. They
like
are actually
New World, like a NWO, bro.
No,
NWO's
I agree.
got a lot of money.
I agree. Somebody made a post saying that people talk about the deep state. Maybe there is no deep state. Maybe the deep state that we're talking about is just the actual government. Maybe that's just what they are, bro. That's just how they operate. They're scandalous.
Well, yeah, because they've been operating since JFK was killed.
Mm.
And the whole thing is like when JFK was president, it's like I remember all the things that he was doing back then. Is when the Democrat Party was actually for the people.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and they were actually helping people.
Well, Jesse, you know what's crazy? I saw a video of Obama talking about illegal aliens. This dude sounded like one of us. Obama was the one that built the cages, right? Like, even not that far back. Obama wasn't. I'm not gonna say he wasn't too bad because they can't stand him, but he was actually pretty tough on illegal aliens and illegal immigration, right?
Oh yeah, he actually had higher deportation numbers than Trump did.
That's good.
He deported more illegals than Trump did.
Wow.
And it's like, so that's what Trump is saying now. Like, when our mass deportation isn't going to be any different than the one that Obama did.
But Trump gets all the flack. Jesse, I'm going to read this quick summary. It's kind of long. Bear with me. Tell me what you think about it. All right. It says, think about this. Trump almost gets assassinated. Days later, Biden has a medical emergency in Vegas requiring self-isolation at home. Last public appearance reported to be July 17th, when deboarding a plane in Delaware. In the time since Trump shows up at the RNC, accepts the GOP nomination, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries ramp up pressure campaign to push Biden out. Leaks abound. Washington, WAPO reports Obama not happy with Biden's election chances. Pelosi starts Operation Get Joe Out the hard way. Biden aides Rashidi Donlan execute plan to push him out. Hunter Jill reportedly having a screaming fest. A resignation letter with the suspect digital signature with no official letterhead is issued on X of all places, bro. Right from Biden.
Yeah,
White
it wasn't
House.
on the news.
Look at this. White House staff is blindsided. Chief of Staff informs cabinet takes over comms. Endorsements begin. Hillary, Bill Newsom. Finally, Obama speaks out. Joe Biden has been one of America's most consequential presidents. Kamala shows up to take over. Family members Frank and Valerie Biden say that health was a factor. FEC filings changed. Donations transferred over to her campaign. Kamala somehow raises $81 million in 24 hours. $81 million. Kamala reportedly gets the delegates to be presumptive Democratic presidential nominee. Joe Biden has been seen in public the whole time. How is this not a coup?
Yeah, and then by
What
the
a
way,
crazy time! What a crazy timeline.
Obama still has not endorsed Harris.
But let's be honest, Jesse. Maybe that's I heard somebody's train of thought that maybe that's on purpose. That way, people won't be too hard on it. Like they don't want Obama to come out and just endorse her. For reasons that that it's probably not good optics. Who knows, right? But
Well, yeah, because it would look like everybody's in the tank.
either way, Jesse, I just know this is weird, and I'm gonna be honest. Where's the Republicans? In this whole ordeal. Are they speaking up? Are they saying anything? I think that they're trying to impeach Kamala. I don't know how that's going to work. But, you know what's really crazy? Now, let's switch gears, Jesse. Footage comes out, and I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get demonetized over here. But the woman gets shot by the officer. Somebody said, and it's quite apparent, that this happens in election season. It's like every other time. Where was the officer? Was someone interjected, or was it just perfect timing or coincidental, should I say, that the officer goes and hits this woman this throwing water? Now, I'm going to be honest. The clip I seen, the first clip, it looks bad on the officer. The second clip, it does look bad too, but it shows her throwing the boiling water on the officer.
It shows her grabbing the pan,
but Jesse,
with the boiling water.
Before we get into our opinion on that, let's be honest though. Do you think it's kind of weird that happened at this time? And also, haven't you noticed, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, and Jesse, I've noticed a big divide happening ever since Kamala announced. All these news media, the black pages on Instagram, all of them are campaigning and politicking for Kamala Harris, and you see a real big racial divide on social media. It's like ramping up ever since Kamala was announced to take Joe Biden's place. It's like everybody is fighting online. Jesse, have you seen the same sentiment? Go ahead.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that, but it's like that. But I also seen the media fueling it. Where the media is the one that say, I saw a post by Newsweek saying that Trump supporters were flipping for Harris. He's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And there was actually a Newsweek story. Trump supporters in headlines. Trump supporters are seen flipping for Harris.
Horrible.
That's not going to happen. We're not stupid.
Okay, Jesse, but let's get back to this. I'm gonna pull up the footage. So the footage comes out, and it looks bad. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the way the officer spoke to the woman. She let him in her house, right? I would say never let somebody in your house. No strangers, not even law enforcement. I'm not a cop hater. I'm just saying, if they don't have a warrant, Jesse, why allow them in your house? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at the case. She allows them in the house.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what were you doing inside the house.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and click over to this scene here of him, there. But it actually shows, and I'm just gonna put the part where it shows the water, because I ain't trying to get in trouble over here. But another angle shows her throwing the water, and I'm gonna put it right now on the screen. Jesse, your thoughts about this? Give us a good breakdown on what you think the officer did right, wrong, the whole scenario. Go ahead, Jesse.
Well, one of the things that I saw when I was watching the video, like you said, it had two different angles. When it showed the angle where you can see on the other side of the little shelf there, where she grabs the boiling water. Boiling water is a deadly weapon. It's like it considered the officer can consider that it'll cause him danger and damage. Obviously, boiling water is nothing to laugh at. So when he tells him don't pick up, he told her, do not pick up the water, do not pick up your boiling water, and she picked it up anyway. And then the officer had to respond.
Jesse, what are your thoughts? Is the officer in the wrong? Go ahead.
Uh, it's hard to second guess an officer when when he's in that situation. But from what I could see, is like he told her not to pick up the water,
Mm.
and she picked it up anyway. So it's like, well, it's like, and she wasn't moving towards the sink with it. So it's just like something that the same, almost. There was something similar that not similar, but uh, almost like that happened here in this city where I'm at. Uh, this guy a couple of nights ago, SWAT team was over at one of the apartment complexes, and my son-in-law knows somebody that lives there. He said, "Yeah, what happened over there?" I said, "Well, there was this guy walking around the apartment complex with a gun." And then so they called the police, and then the police showed up to his house, and they went and knocked on his door, and the guy yelled out, "What?" And the police said, "Yeah, is this so and so? We need to check on you. We heard there was somebody walking around with a gun." "Yeah, I was. You know, unless you guys want to get shot, better get the fuck away from my door."
Whoa. And what happened?
And and it's like, so the officer stepped back a little bit, and then the door opened, and the SWAT team was up the door, and the guy got the gun, holding the gun up. So they shot one time, and then they closed the door, and then they waited for a little while, and then they opened the door, and he was already deceased.
Wow.
But it's like, well, you sort of asked for it.
Jesse, I just think that it's weird timing that this clip comes out, this thing happens, and there they are. I mean, everybody on Facebook and the internet's blowing up. You know, the officer was arrested. My take on it is, you know, never let a stranger in your house, not even a police officer, unless they have a warrant. You have rights as a citizen. You don't even have to answer the door if a police officer comes to your house, right? They have to have a warrant to come in. This right here is real touchy. I would say probably legally he had every right to defend himself. Like you said, boiling water can burn you, can hurt you. Did he have to use that kind of deadly force on this unarmed woman? Well, I guess she's armed with however you want to look at it. Like I said, it's sticky again. I do feel that it was unnecessary the way he, you know, I mean, she's a woman in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? He has the pistol. She don't. Again, like I said though, like you said, Jesse, she had the water, right? That could be used as a weapon. So again, I just know this. This right here is going to cause an uproar. Her family, I believe, is going to get paid for this. It's a sad loss of life. And I think the officer was a jerk. You know, I heard how he spoke in his tone. You know, some officers do have that kind of a certain kind of attitude about themselves. I'll be honest, but I'm not a cop hater. But again, like I said, this is just a very tragic situation, and it's being used already to push a certain narrative. And it's quite interesting. It's happening at this time in American history, and here we are, election season upon us, and there they are,
Right.
burning the American flag at the Capitol. This is crazy. Anyways, all right, Jesse, we're gonna wind it down. Final words. What do you want to say? Go ahead. The floor is yours, Jesse.
It's like it's very. People need to wake up. Okay, it's like this is a very dangerous time in our country. This election that's coming up is the election that is going to determine whether or not the United States of America continues to be a country. Because if you don't show up and go vote the right way, you can end this country. So start talking to your friends, people that don't vote. There's a lot of people that don't vote. Go talk to them, convince them. That's what I've been doing, is that because there's a lot of people that it's like, hey, as long as it doesn't touch me and doesn't bother me, I don't care what happens. So that they're apathetic. So, but it's like you can't do this. Do it this time, because basically, the future of the rest of the world depends on how this election turns out.
And we'll see, Jesse. It might end up good. It might end up real bad. And with that, y'all, Jesse Lopez, God bless you, brother. Thanks for calling in. And you have
All
a
right.
blessed night in Corpus. All right, brother.
All right.
Bye. And there it is, y'all. We did the election coverage, the Joe Biden speaking. Thank y'all for joining me on the live. And I'll just say this, y'all. I'm a Christian. Can Trump save America? Maybe. Will he? Probably. I don't think so. I think this nation's too far gone. I think we have a lot of problems. I know if Kamala gets in there, y'all, it's gonna be hella rough. We did very good under Trump, under the Democrat rule. It's a sham now, y'all. America is not respected. I think it's more dangerous in this country, and other foreign nations don't even respect us. We're probably the laughing stock, especially if Kamala gets in there, y'all. I think we're really not going to be respected whatsoever. And who knows what can happen at that point. We need to be appear strong, and move strong. And of course, we're Trumpers on this end, and we're voting for Trump. The point is, y'all, a lot of weird things are happening, right? And I would say this, like Jesse always says himself, keep your head on a swivel. You can vote if you want. I would recommend you do vote. But again, some people just don't vote. Okay, I'm going to be honest. My people, my community, my hood, I got to drag them to the polls, y'all, right? And I'm in America. But I say this. Somebody I know, I'm not going to say who in my family, told me the other day that she listened to Trump speak for the first time. And I'm very close to this person, and they tripped me out. Check this out. She said that when she heard Trump give his speech after he went to the RNC, his big speech he had, she said that she really liked what he was saying. That she never really heard him talk. I couldn't believe it, right? But some people don't pay attention. They don't care about politics, y'all. But she said that she heard Trump talk. She went and told her mother, who kind of doesn't like Trump, and her mother was basically listening to it. And this person was saying that she was saying we need to vote and we need to get Trump in there because I like what Trump says. I like his policies, basically. And this person was telling me this, y'all, and they don't ever get involved in politics. And I'm in America. We're family here. But the point is, she heard what he said. On both sides, let's be honest, y'all, we have to think for ourselves. I'm not just going to give the Republicans a pass because I'm a MAGA hatter. Hell no. I'm trying to dissect every clip and media I consume and news I see, right? But the thing is, don't be like the others, y'all. There's a regular man that says, hey, I don't vote because my vote don't count. Hey, dumbass, they got you right where they want you. They want you to think like that. So later, don't complain when the country goes to crap because your vote don't matter, right? Supposedly. And then there's the other people that just hate Trump no matter what because they've been brainwashed to continue thinking like that instead of using critical thinking skills and listening to the man speak. And think about it. What has Kamala Harris done to earn your vote? Huh. In my opinion, she hasn't done a damn thing. I don't just listen to what they say, y'all. I see what they do. So again, shout out my family member that the light went off and they said, man, I'm voting for Trump. I like what he's saying. They didn't let the narrative be pushed upon them this far, going further, should I say. They heard what he said. They liked what he said. And now they're voting for him. And I kid you not, at the little family function we were at, she was telling other people, hey, we're going to go vote. You're going to go vote. We're going to go vote. We need to vote for Trump. I kid you not. And I couldn't believe it. So a light went off in their head, y'all, because this person liked what Trump had to say. And I can tell you right now, Trump, love him or hate him, Trump does put this country first. And I'm not trying to be here politicking for Trump. To be honest, I was trying to get away from politics, y'all. But it got so hot and heavy, and this is, one of the things I love to do. And I love backing my president up, and I am going to do so, and that's what I'm doing on my platforms. And to be honest, y'all, I just don't stand for nothing or with nothing that has to do with the Democrat, agenda. It's pretty radical. I'm telling you, Obama back then wasn't even that bad. I heard him talking. I said, shoot, I like the guy a little bit. He's talking that real ish about the, illegal immigration. But the Democrats of old are not the Democrats of new. Not of today, anyways, y'all. It's getting bad. Again, I believe in local politics, y'all. Local elections, your school board, who's infiltrating your local area, right? We got them here in my swamp here in Midland. I would say focus on your backyard. That's what I do. But at the same time, think about what's happening in this nation. You see how they're handling them guys at the Capitol. Hopefully they did take care of that problem. I know somebody has said that they did. Either way, keep your head on a swivel. I think it's going to get worse. And to be completely honest, y'all, that's what sucks. I told my wife, if Trump wins again and gets 4 more, guess what's going to happen, y'all? It's going to be 2020 all over again. More hatred for us, hatred for him, Facebook jail, accounts banned and censored to smithereens. The political climate is turning up, y'all. Don't you feel that? Don't you see on Facebook now? Oh, Kamala came out. She's going to be the new president, supposedly. Boy, they coming out and they are happy about that news. Little do they know anything she's ever done for this country except cackle like a hyena. She's the border czar, and that witch left the border wide open. What a disgrace. And the Bible says when a woman rules over the land, that's a curse. Say what you want, but I want a man as president. And I don't give a damn what anybody got to say about it. But to be completely honest, I just want somebody up there that's qualified for the position. And Kamala Harris simply is not qualified. She ain't done a damn thing for this country. I don't even know who this woman is, to be honest. I seen her with Montel Williams. You know, she reminds me of a plant herself. Who is this woman? But that's all they got right now. Anyways, I digress, y'all. And with that, I'm out of here. God bless y'all for watching. We're out, and it's over. God bless y'all. Have a good night. Later.